Former President Trump vowed to travel to Alaska to campaign against Senator Lisa Murkowski next year as she seeks re-election. Murkowski, who first took office in 2002, when yours truly was four, has been a longtime critic of the former president and top Republican wildcard in recent votes. She bucked her party this week by announcing she'd back Representative Deb Haaland's nomination to serve as Interior Secretary, and she was one of 7 Senate Republicans to vote to convict Trump in his impeachment trial last month. She is the only one of the 7 seeking re-election in 2022. I will not be endorsing under any circumstances the failed candidate from the great state of Alaska, Lisa Murkowski. She represents her state badly and her country even worse. I do not know where other people will be next year, but I know where I will be in Alaska campaigning against a disloyal and very bad senator, Trump said in a statement to The Hill. Her vote to advance radical left Democrat Deb Haaland for Secretary of the Interior is yet another example of Murkowski not standing up for Alaska. The threat marks the latest indication that Trump plans to heavily insert himself into 2022 races across the country. Republicans predict that Trump will cast himself as a kingmaker in the GOP moving forward as he molds a 2024 bid of his own. While he's seen his approval rating nationally dip since the January 6th riot on Capitol Hill, his endorsement is still coveted by Republican candidates eager to endear themselves with a grassroots that's overwhelmingly still backs the former president. So this is hilarious to me for a couple of reasons. One, I don't mind when people of one party oppose other members of their party, because I've been considered a Democratic commentator or liberal commentator, and I talk trash about Biden and Manchin and Sinema and the rest of the conservative wing of the DNC. But what I try to do is give specifics of what I'm talking about and not just turn it into this name calling game. So what is disappointing, right, is that Trump puts out a statement to the Hill, which I'm glad he did, because usually they don't have anything directly sent to them by him. In fact, this is the first time I can ever remember him saying something specifically to this website. But he says she represents her state badly and her country even worse, without explaining how she is doing these bad representing of her state and country, other than one vote that he didn't like. And then he doesn't even explain why Deb Haaland is a radical left Democrat. Like, he doesn't tell me what she's going to do that's so monstrous and destructive as for us to be convinced that because Murkowski voted for her, it's this big betrayal of Alaska and the United States as a whole. And Trump really drives me crazy when he puts out these vague statements, because this article that I'm using from The Hill, it literally mentions past times Murkowski voted against what Trump would have liked. So they mention the Kavanaugh thing, and then they don't mention this, but you have DeVos as well, another person that Trump wanted, who she did get in, but Murkowski and Collins were the only 2 Republicans that didn't vote for her. The Affordable Care Act replacement in the summer of 2017. There's plenty of things you can mention if you want to do this thing of she's always being so defiant, but he's not giving any examples except the newest vote, which was literally just this week. So I think this is just my opinion. If the other 7 that voted for, the other 6 rather, senators on the Republican side that voted to impeach Trump were running this year, and Murkowski had not voted to impeach him but did vote to put in Haaland as the Interior Secretary, he wouldn't be saying a single word about her, because his decision to read out her name along with the other people who voted to impeach him in both the House and Senate that were from his party at CPAC is a testament to this idea that it's okay to oppose my positions and agenda, just don't vote against me in my trial that's all about me. So I am very disappointed in Trump, because Again, if you're going to criticize a member of your party, give some damn specifics. Like if I did a video called Why Biden is a Bad Politician, I could name the things he did Senator I didn't like. Same thing with Manchin, same thing with these other people. And he just refused. He said, no, I'm going to cry about one vote and then make a bunch of vague statements that don't even tell you what my problem with her is. And it'll be funny because this is what I usually do when I'm throwing my temper tantrum online.